Let's jump into the Book of Boba Fett.
Absolutely.
No.
Oh, no. We're talking about something else.
The atomic bomb first.
Are we really?
Yeah.
Are we doing atomic bomb first?
Well, we're talking about...
You didn't tell me in which order this was.
I'm sorry. No. Like the thing we're talking about.
We're opening up with Boba Fett.
No. Spoiler alert, I guess, for later.
Yeah, later we're going to talk about
Boba
stick
Fett
around. At length. But just to open, I'm sorry, what?
No, you're good.
I wanted to do as a quick opener just because it's something we can talk about. It's something that's interesting and look forward to. So if you are unaware, Christopher Nolan, his most recent film that's going to be coming out, the tentative set date is July of 2023. It is a new film called Oppenheimer. It is apparently a biopic done in Christopher Nolan fashion.
Mm-hmm. How old is Cillian? Just guess.
Once again, Joshua.
I know you don't know probably the exact answer. How old do you think Cillian?
I think he's in his 40s, late 40s.
That's an easy, I would say 40s as well.
But he's still out here. He's still doing...
you want to talk about what he's out here with? Peaky Blinders.
Peaky
Blinders is so cool. But it's going to be starring Cillian Murphy. And there's a group of people that are really interesting. The cool thing about this, Oppenheimer is one of the scientists that figured out how to create the atomic bomb, splitting the atom and whatnot. And so this is a biopic about that individual. And you actually had an interesting thing earlier about his quote.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, and it's part of it is here.
Oh, it is?
He says, I am become death, the destroyer of worlds. When he saw what his bomb wrought.
Mm-hmm.
This, without seeing a trailer or anything, I have no problem with Cillian Murphy. I like him as an actor. He's a great actor.
Mm-hmm.
But this feels like a Benedict Cumberbatch movie. You don't think so?
No. Like, first off, check out this. That's great casting.
Go back. I'm sorry.
You're good.
No, you can. Real quick, let's look at the stars on this side and it looks like it could be sunrise, but let's be honest, that's an atomic blast.
Yeah.
And look at the smoke coming off his cigarette.
Yeah, it's literally
a mushroom
bomb.
cloud.
It's a mushroom cloud like a bomb. I didn't see that. That's incredible.
Yeah, these are some really good details.
Those are great details. Like, it even has the ring in the center, like a mushroom cloud has.
Wow. See that on screen?
I don't think they can, but...
Well, you guys can look up
this picture. You just Google Oppenheimer, Christopher Nolan. That's really cool. This is well thought through. But like I was saying, though, in my opinion, Cillian Murphy might be the best casted for this.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're going to do this film. It's probably going to be a good film, but hear me out. We take one continuous shot through the whole movie. It's just him following this character around, and there's no cuts. It's just kind of like a Spielberg oneer.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
Well, like 1917?
Yeah.
Exactly like 1917.
I don't know. The thing is, those are like interesting concepts because they're visually pleasing.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem with those kind of films is they are short limited. Like they're time limited.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So the film pretty much dictates, if you're never going to have a cut and it's linear, the film dictates this is taking place maybe at the most over like a 2-day period or a 24-hour period.
Yeah.
And it's kind of constrained to that. So no, I would say this would not be a good option for that kind of.
Yeah.
Their eyes are very similar.
Oh, so similar. And it's even the face shape. I mean, it's not perfect, and the hairline's not perfect, but gosh dang it, I don't know anyone else in Hollywood that matches as closely.
Yeah.
That's going to be beautiful. And, the brilliance of Cillian, he's going to really embody this character very well. And then I wanted to pull this up just because it's got an actually good group of cast. You got Robert Downey Jr., Matt Damon.
Remy.
Florence, she was in...
Oh, Matt Damon.
She was in The Black Widow, and she was... what else? She's been in a handful of things. She was in the Little Woman movie with Emma Watson, but she's coming up. She's really popping off on a lot of stuff lately. Emily Blunt.
Robert Downey.
Yeah, Matt Damon. I'm telling you, and Remy Malik. He's... I mean, this is a good group of people. I don't really know who Benny is. Have you seen him around?
I think I have seen him. He kind of looks like...
playing Edward Teller.
Interesting. Looks like a good cast to me.
Oh, absolutely. No, it's a great cast. And I think, and down here, it looks like this, so the cinematographer, Hoyt Van and Hoytema.
Hoyt van Hoytema.
Yeah, he's the DP.
No, I think it's pronounced Guillermo.
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 Look, there's the cool thing about this DP. He's actually done work on Interstellar and Tenet most recently.
Yeah,
so he's worked on a handful of things with Christopher Nolan. And then there's also controversy I hear about this film in general with Christopher Nolan.
Oh, yes. You were telling us about that.
I was telling you about this. So pretty much this is through Universal, not through Warner Brothers, which all of Christopher Nolan's films have been through Warner Brothers since Memento, which was a long time ago. And I think the reason, which many people are speculating, is because Warner Brothers, he basically said, I want Tenet to come out in theaters. And it has to come out in theaters. You can't put it on a streaming platform. And they said, nope, we're putting it on HBO Max because of COVID-19. And I think Christopher Nolan's like, all right, then I'm out.
It's what Denis Villeneuve said about Dune, is I want it to come out in theaters. I don't want you guys to just throw it up on HBO Max.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know if we'll be able to get the money for the next one.
Absolutely.
And you're seeing this trend. We did, but we weren't. Nobody was sure, and you're seeing this trend among, the streaming industry right now with, even Disney Plus and Scarlett Johansson, and being like, I was supposed to get money that you guys promised from it coming out in theaters, but you put it on Disney Plus.
And I'm not sure how they do the release on HBO Max or like. Amazon or anything like that, because I'm assuming, this is just me assuming, there's like one payment that HBO makes to that company to have their film for like a month. It's probably a one-time payment.
Yeah, it's or like 2 months. It's a contract that you make a payment based on what the contract is. If they want to renew the contract with another payment, they cross that bridge when they get to it. But yeah, it's going to be one-time payment contract thing. And the problem with HBO Max, which I'm starting to see, is HBO has their HBO originals. Couple real big hitters right now. You got Euphoria, Gemstones, you have House of the Dragon coming out. There's heavy hitters on HBO that are originals. But then you have Netflix, you have Amazon Prime, and you got Disney Plus. They're all doing originals based for the platform. HBO's still main selling point are these big Hollywood blockbusters that they are purchasing to put on through Warner Brothers to put on their platform. And a lot of creators are not happy with it. A lot of Hollywood directors and producers, because they are getting a hit financially because of that. Not having as big of a theater payday.
I know Matt Damon, when he went on Hot Ones, he talked about this specifically, about putting stuff on a streaming service rather than it going straight to the theater, and how it's taking a hit with money.
Well, the thing is that like Netflix abandoned ship on that idea years ago when they basically started putting out Adam Sandler movies and House of Cards, and they're like, we just have to make originals and build our library and make the expectation for everything we create for the platform
to be from us. Because people are like, all right, where's the big Spider-Man movie? When's it going to be on Netflix?
Like, it's not going to be on
Netflix. Is
Netflix.
like, no, it's not going to be here. We have our own movies.
Yeah, we got Stranger Things.
I will say though, like looking back this past year, HBO Max has been our bread and butter.
They've been putting a lot of stuff out
on HBO Max that we can react to and do. Even honest. The Dune. When me and you watched Dune and then went right into a reaction video for it.
But at the stress level of the people making the films.
The people making it, yeah.
And that's what Christopher Nolan is saying.
But also we're seeing issues with Warner Brothers for the past couple of years. We've been seeing them just take the director's ideas and say, no, well, you're going to put out this version of the movie. We've seen it with Zack Snyder.
Yeah.
He's saying, here's what I want for my movie.
Mm-hmm.
And them saying, no, here we go. We're going to change it. We're going to cut all the things, that you like.
Yeah.
And put it out our way.
Which is trashy.
Yeah. Now, I don't think Zack Snyder is one of the top tier directors in Hollywood, in my opinion. But this is somebody spending years on this project.
It was still
They're spending money and time on this project.
Mm-hmm. And in the middle of that, they really threw him under the bus because isn't that when his daughter, he was having family issues. That's why he had to leave the project. And then they put his movie out and messed it up.
Yeah.
So not only is he dealing with the heartache of family troubles, but now he's also having to deal with the thing he put so much time and investment during a hard part of his life, where it's completely thrown.
Yeah, they're like actually, they're like, well, Schneider was working on the movie, but now it's being directed by, who was it? Joss Whedon?
No one we care about.
I think it was Joss Whedon.
And not after that movie.
Know.
And it was like, we're putting the movie out, and everybody was like, well, Zack Snyder had a specific way he wanted it done, and we want to see that.
Mm-hmm.
So
all in all, I think I'm really excited. Apparently, this is Christopher Nolan's lowest budget since The Prestige in 2006.
Okay.
So it's $100 million, but he has not worked on a budget this low since 2006.
Yeah.
But Prestige was a great movie, I would say.
Oh, it was. The thing is, Christopher Nolan, he doesn't really make bad movies.
No.
He just makes movies that you either love or you're like, you enjoy.
Yeah.
He doesn't make movies that's like trash.
Yeah, where
You know what I mean?
Yeah, this one was terrible.
Yeah, no, I don't think Christopher Nolan's ever made a movie that the public just deems trash, like we see so many times in Hollywood.
Because at the very least, you can be like, well, there were some really interesting and well thought out concepts in this movie that are worth going back and watching again.
Yeah, and over again, usually.
Somebody puts out something like Reminiscence, and it's like,
yeah, but
I don't ever want to watch that.
So
again.
check this out, though.
What are we checking out?
You have recently been on a, what do you call it? Like a reemergence or reinterest? What is that? It's just like you found a new, a new spark interest for Interstellar.
Yeah.
You have personally.
Oh, yeah.
And tell us a little bit about why you found a new interest in that.
I always, I think from the first time I watched Interstellar,
Timothée Chalamet.
I really
He's
appreciated
the selling point of the film.
I really appreciated the music, as the music was really good. And then I watched, you get to the end and you're like, okay, that was a little confusing how that all worked. Yeah. But then, I was scrolling on YouTube and I was recommended a video about, the making of the music. And I was like, okay, this is Hans Zimmer. He's always on top of it. So let's see how they did this. And it was just this big organ in a church with a lot of the music and playing the music in a cathedral, so that we got a specific sound. And I went back and watched the movie, and it was.
I feel
so
like
good.
Interstellar is a great movie. I love the scene where he's like watching his daughter grow up, and he's sitting there like crying because his daughter's growing up. But I feel like it's probably like Nolan, Hans Zimmer, and then I just lost his name. All right.
Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey sat around the table and they're like, they lit a joint. And they're like, okay, hear me out. Then they pass it along.
Yeah, just talking through the scene.
Yeah, they're like,
McConaughey's like, well, you know what I think? We ought to fly into a wormhole. And
I should probably see myself flying past, but I don't recognize myself.
And I need to...
and my daughter's name's going to be Murph.
I got to communicate with my daughter through a bookshelf with gravity.
And the thing is, I've always imagined when I've had my fair share of psychedelics there, Chris, I've always imagined the other dimension to kind of feel like guitar strings.
Guitar strings.
Guitar strings.
Like you can manipulate a watch by
Just pluck it.
Yeah, plucking like a guitar string or a harp.
An A chord.
I think that could be really great musically. What do you think, Hans?
Oh yeah.
He'd be like, it's satisfying.
That sounds Matthew. I have never worked on something of this detailed description before. It's really inspiring me to get in the studio, start messing around with the guitar.
And then he's like, I've been thinking about writing a book named Green Light. What do you think about that?
All right. All right.
Yeah, he did.
All right.
Takes a hit. He's like, off subject. What do you guys think about the book title Green Light? It's satisfying.
It's satisfying.
Intriguing.
Man.
Look, I'm excited to see Oppenheimer. I'm excited to see Christopher Nolan's next piece of work, something he's diving into a little differently.
Mm-hmm.
New people are working with him, and some of the people we love, their work that he's worked with in the past.
And I'm glad he's getting away from Warner Brothers.
Yeah. Get out of under the man, Chris.
Well, I'm glad
they've never done him wrong.
No.
No, they did do him wrong. That's why he's not working with them.
Yeah. Well,
My opinion, I don't think they did him wrong. From by his perspective,
But
yes.
you're an audience who wants his stuff for free.
for the most part.
No, I pay for his stuff.
Yeah,
By
you
paying for
pay
HBO
HBO.
Max.
For the most part,
By paying
I
HBO
think
Max,
he's done
yeah.
well with Warner Brothers. But though, from what we've seen with Warner Brothers' behavior in the past few years, I think it's smart of him to sort of move away from them and test the waters a little bit.
Yeah, because his movies are the selling point is him and his storytelling. It's not really Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers are not the selling point of his movie.
Nobody goes, wow, can you guys wait for that new Warner Brothers movie? Oppenheimer? Can you guys, that's going to be sick. Can you guys wait for that new Warner Brothers film? No, everybody says a Christopher Nolan film.
Yeah.
It's going to be a Christopher Nolan movie.
Or the next name you're going to think is Cillian Murphy.
That Cillian Murphy movie?
That new Cillian Murphy movie that was directed by Chris Nolan.
Yeah, can't wait to see that new.
I wonder who funded that film. Don't know. Don't care.
Don't know.
Don't care.
Well, I think it'll be. We'll look forward to it.
Absolutely.
July 2023.
2023?
2023.
Yeah, 2023, July, probably the 21st. 2 days after my birthday. If they change it, they change it. But that's what it's tentative right now.
So, what do you guys think about the Book of Boba?
Tentative? Yeah. Now
What do we think about the Book of Boba?
What are you guys thinking about the Book of Mandalorian?
You mean the book of Luke and Grogu?
You're skipping something.
If you want to experience the entire podcast where we go more into depth onto the things that you've seen here, go check out the Wiseworks Podcast full episodes on Wiseworks Podcast on YouTube. You can find it on Spotify, Rumble, and of course, YouTube. Thank you guys for watching.